I swear to God, the star or the co-star of this movie has to be AI generated. So, Reminders of Him is the tragic story about a woman named Kenna, and she basically ass blasts her boyfriend at the beginning, and he dies in a tragic car accident. And nobody really knows what happened. It's kind of like a secret at that point, and they have a daughter, and then basically she ends up in prison for about 7 years for vehicular manslaughter, and can't see the family, can't see anybody. And then basically the movie starts right after she gets out of prison. So yeah, that's basically what we start off with is her trying to find a job, her trying to basically get her life together, and obviously no one really wants to hire her because she spent 7 years in prison for not murder but manslaughter of her ex-boyfriend. So yeah, that's essentially what happens, and then it's kind of just a super slow movie. Honestly, after that, honestly, this movie, it's just not my thing. My wife liked it a lot, but she's off camera because, like I said last time, she's a bit camera shy. She doesn't really like to do these reviews as much as I do. But yeah, she enjoyed it quite a bit, much more than I did. Um, oh, hold on. She wants to say something.
I mean, it wasn't the best movie ever created, but overall, like, yes, it was super corny, but I did like the plot. But no, it definitely could have been better.
So yeah, it's basically just kind of one of those movies. It's like a not a rom com, but what's the other term? Drom com, dramatic comedy. Or wait, no, romantic drama. I guess something like that.
No romance.
Yeah, romance story. And then she ends up falling in love with this AI generated hunk. He's like handsome. He kind of reminds me of Handsome Squidward, honestly, from that one SpongeBob episode. His name is Tyreek, something like that. But I told her when my wife when we first saw the preview, I was like, I literally cannot take this guy seriously in any role that he's in because he just is just like too good looking that he doesn't even look like a real person. So I was like, they should have hired somebody like more like in my opinion, like less good looking, just to make it more realistic. Because I was distracted every time he was on screen, basically. But yeah, essentially that's what's the plot is. It's her trying to get her life back together, trying to see her daughter, but she can't because it's against the law or whatever. And the family wants her to get away from them. He finds out who she is, that she is uh, the person responsible for her ex boyfriend's death, who was his best friend before he died. And I'll be honest, we walked out of I want to say like the hour 15 mark, just because she falls in love. I mean, you can tell from the preview, so it's not much of a spoiler. She falls in love with the really handsome guy, handsome Squidward. I'll just refer to him as. And they started like having sex and stuff on screen. And then at that point, I was like, all right, I think it's time to go, because I was like, I just don't really want to see just this probably long and much drawn out intercourse scene between these two people.
It literally was gonna be like 2 more seconds.
Sorry, can you say that again?
It was gonna be like 2 more seconds from when we walked out.
Okay, either way, I'm much more of a horror fan and a comedy fan, and this one was just I just it wasn't my thing, guys. It might be your thing. You might be something you're into. I just personally it was not my thing, even though I did like Wuthering Heights. I much preferred Wuthering Heights to this one, to be honest with you. Even though I thought the trailer for this one looked really good and the trailer for Wuthering Heights looked like dog shit. This one I didn't really like that much, but I thoroughly enjoyed Wuthering Heights. So for me, I'm just gonna cut right to the chase. I don't really care what happens with throughout the end of this movie, and that's kind of when I judge whether or not I'm gonna walk out of a movie is if I give a shit what's gonna happen next. And with this one, I just didn't. So I'm gonna give this one a D. And Desha, what would you give this one?
Let's see.
Really? I thought you would give it a higher grade than that.
No, I mean, it was like I said, it was corny. Like, honestly, I feel like part of the reason why I liked it. Sorry, babe, but Tyreek is fine as fuck.
Well, there you have it, straight from the horse's mouth. Not to call you a horse, I'm just the saying. But yeah, so that was one of the reasons why I honestly disliked it was because the dude is like literally like every movie he's in, I'm just like, bro, like I can't like this dude is just it's like if AI created like you said create a handsome light-skinned like NFL player for a movie because he's played an NFL player in both movies I've seen him in. I saw him in the movie Him and in this one. He plays an NFL player in both of them. So I guess the writers kind of knew what they were doing. I just personally get distracted every time he's on screen because I can't take him seriously because of his face and his huge ripped abs and pecs and all that. So that's when it kind of just takes you out of the movie. Also, I thought that he was personally way out of. Well, hey, no comment. Literally, all I'm gonna say is I found it kind of unrealistic given how good looking this guy is, and to be honest, the girl is kind of mid compared to him. Like, I don't want to say like, I want to say he is way out of her league, so that was also a little unrealistic for me. Yeah, so multiple things, and then they started like making out, and like he started like pulling her panties off and all this stuff, and I'm sure his penis was about to come out, so I was like, okay, like I'm just gonna get out of the theater. And yeah, I just didn't really care. I'm sure at the end she reunites with her daughter and stuff, and it's probably a heartwarming thing, but I just personally wasn't that into the movie, so that's why I give it a I prob okay, a D is a little harsh. I will be honest with you. I should probably give it a C as well.
Oh, you
'Cause-
didn't even watch the whole thing.
Yeah, so I'll just give this one a
Stick with the D.
I'll just give it a D, and Daisha's gonna give it a C. So yeah, reminders of him. Comment below. Let us know what you think. Yeah, curious to hear your guys' thoughts. All right, peace out. Also, subscribe to the channel, like, and comment, please. All right, peace.